Good morning to you all. Welcome to another session here with us at Mathematics Resource Center. I am Felica Hunter, and I'm going to be your teacher for today. Welcome to everyone who is joining. Some of you I might have met you before, while some of you I might be meeting you for the first time. All right. So today we'll be doing our PEP ability revision session. Last year we had more sessions of this, but unfortunately we only have one session for this sitting of the exam. Uh, Rule number one, your microphones should always be muted at all times unless I call on you to speak. All right? So your microphones should be muted at all times. I All right. Good. All right, so I see everyone microphones muted. Beautiful. All right, so the next thing is I am going to quickly allow you to introduce yourself. And I'll call your name so that your persons are not confused as to who should introduce next. And we don't have more than one person speaking at once. So you can introduce yourself, say which school you're from and where your school is located. All right. And I'm going to start with Ash Ama. If I pronounce your name incorrect, just correct me. All right. Ashama?
Hi, good morning. Good morning. It's not really Ashama, it should be Ashley. I'm
Okay.
from Chetwood Memorial Primary, that's in Montego Bay.
Oh, beautiful. Welcome. All right.
Thank you.
All right. And I have here David.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to our preparability. So what we're asking, I know you just joined, is just for persons to just introduce themselves. But it sounds as if I'm speaking to parents and not students. What happened to the students? So just introduce the children to introduce themselves and just say which school they're from and where their school is located. All right.
Right.
Good morning. My name is Rajesh Thomas. I am from Kendall Primary School. My school is at Kendall, Hanover.
Okay. And where's Kendall? Is that in Clarendon?
Hanover.
Hanover. All right. Nice. All right. So we have a Hanover. And nice. And so that's David. Aisha K. All right. So I go to the next person. The person who is labeled math.
Hello, good morning. My name is Camila Thomas and I am from Wakefield Primary School that is located in St. Catherine.
Ah, beautiful. Good morning to you. All right. Nice little sweet little girl there. Rachel. And remember, if I pronounce your name incorrectly, just correct me when you join, when you open your microphone. All right. Rachel?
Yes, miss.
Morning, Rachel. Can you tell us which school you're from and where your school is located?
I'm Naomi, miss. I'm from Macaulay Primary.
Okay, and where is that primary school located? Right, so we're getting a bit of feedback from Rachel. Sorry, Rachel, I had to mute you. All right, so we'll go with Rochelle. We have about 4 more minutes to just take introduction from persons. We go with Rochelle.
Hi, my name is Joshua Duncan. I'm from Macquarie Primary School.
Okay, and where is that primary school located? Rochelle?
Miss
Right.
Duncan Spin.
Okay. All right, good. And I have here Shewana.
Yes, miss.
Good morning, Shewana. Which primary school are you from and which parish is your primary school located in?
My school is in Green Pond. I go to school, which is Green Pond Primary.
Okay, Green Pond Primary. So Green Pond is in Hanover, right?
No, it's in
Which parish is Green
Jamaica.
Pond in? Which parish? Is that St. James?
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right, so close guess for me. All right, and I go with Tira. Tira?
Hello, my name is Tia Allen from Lakeview Primary, located in St. Catherine.
Okay, nice. All right, Tira. And I go with Charlotte. Charlotte Barnes or Charlotte. Sorry.
Hi, my name is Shana Barnes, and I attend Wakefield Primary School, and it's located in St. Catherine.
Ah, beautiful. And I go with Mariam Williams. Marianne. So I have about 2 minutes. So let's see how many we can take in 2 minutes. We get started in 2 minutes.
Yeah, episode card to the off your
All right. So I have Aisha K. Reed from Salem Primary and Salem Primary. I think that's Salem Primary in Beeson Spring. That's it. And I take Carrie Ann Shand.
mother.
All right. So let me see if I can take one more person. Um, I think I have Devon. I'm not sure if I got you, Devon. Just introduce yourself, which primary school you're from, and where your primary school is located.
My name is Devon Finletter and my primary school is John's Hall Primary School and it is
Mm-hmm.
in John's Hall,
And which parish is John Saul in?
St. James.
Okay, beautiful. All right, so at this time, it's 10 minutes past 10, so we're going to get started with our preparability questions. We're going to be going through some questions, looking at the questions and seeing how we would answer those questions. All right. And it will be from 10:10, so from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. And I'll give you a little break in between, like 5 minutes break. All right. So at this point, I am going to everyone will be muted. All right. And when I call on you, that's when I will give you the opportunity to unmute. Okay. All right, so give me a minute. I seem to be having some issue connecting. Mm, mm. Okay, so there we have it. So the first four question, this is how it's going to go now, right? I'm gonna give you 4 minutes for the first four question, no more than 4 minutes. I'm definitely going to be using a timer. You are going to write down your correct answer for the question, and then I'm going to be allowing you to raise your hand. So by raising your hand, it gives you an opportunity to answer the question. If you do not raise your hand, I will not be calling on persons who do not raise their hand, because I don't want you to feel anxious or be afraid of speaking amongst the other persons that you don't know. So only if you raise your hand, then I'll call on you. All right. Also, say for instance, Brianna Thomas is one of my student from last year. So I'm quite familiar with Brianna, right? So if it's a case where you're going to answer the first question and Brianna does not raise her hand, then I won't call out Brianna. All right, so that give you a bit of comfort, so you're not really worried to say, "Oh, Miss is gonna call me and I might not know the answer." So not to worry. Only the person who raised their hand I will call on, and I'll give as many various persons the opportunity to answer. So if I see three persons raise their hand and I've already given two of those persons the opportunity to answer a question, then I'll try and call on the third person. Good. So unless you raise your hands, I will not be calling on you. All right. So do not feel afraid, but at the same time, I want you to attempt, right? Just get a little bit out of your comfort zone and try and answer a question. Everyone here is here to learn, right? And as you can hear from all the beautiful persons, nice, um, smart, amazing students who have answered and sent greetings so far to say where they're from, you can tell that they are quite friendly. All right. And no one will ever mock you or laugh at you if you make a mistake. Good. All right. So, with all of that said, feel free to answer a question by just raising your hand. And when you raise your hands, I'll unmute your microphone for you to answer the question. Good. So I'm gonna go with 4 minutes. So you have 4 minutes. It is 16 minutes past 10 now. So you're gonna have 4 minutes to do the first four questions there. First four questions. Oops. So you get 1 minute per question. If the question is familiar, you don't need to write it down. But if it's new, it's the first time you're seeing this one and you're not so sure about it, please write it down. But if you have seen it before, no need to write it down. All right. So the emphasis is not necessarily on you writing questions today, but on you understanding what you're asked to do and how to answer the questions. Good. You have 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. One minute to go. Okay, so I'm gonna take the answers, and I'm seeing only two persons' hand raised. So remember, if you want to participate in answering a question, all you need to do is to raise your hand. Okay, so I'm seeing, okay, so I'm gonna take the first four hands that I see, and when I tell you to unmute and answer the question, that's when you unmute and answer the question, okay? Okay, so we're gonna go with the first one, and I'm going to ask Tira to answer the first question. T is the, oh, read the question, read the instruction first for me, Tira, and then tell me the answer for your question. Read the instruction and then read the question, darling. Go ahead.
For item 1 and 4, select the words that best complete each statement. Tea is to leaf as coffee is to beans.
Beautiful. All right, so the answer to that first one is beans. Well done, Tira. Okay, you go ahead now, Tira, and you mute your microphone. Thank you, darling. So the next person is Xperia XA1, labeled Xperia XA1.
The question says,
Pleasure?
yeah, pleasure is to smile as pleasure is to smile as
Worry?
worry is to frown.
Beautiful. Well done, my darling. Worry is the front. And Xperia, I must commend you. Okay. So you weren't really so certain about the pronunciation of the words, but you did not let that stop you from making an attempt at answering the question, and you got it correct. Well done, my darling. All right. So well done. And then the next person, who's the next person? Devon. Devon,
Yes, miss.
go ahead and read number 3 for me.
I is to up.
I is to optical.
As molar is to dental.
Molar is to
Dental.
go again there.
Dental.
Molar is the dental. All right,
Yes,
good.
miss.
So molar is the dental. And can you tell us what molar is?
Miss, it's the teeth.
It's the teeth. All right. Good. Okay, so let's go with the last person who is answering a question for us, and that is Shawana. Tell me if I pronounce your name correctly, darling. Oops, sorry. Shawana,
Yes, miss.
go ahead, read your question, darling.
Ants is to army as pride is to
Mm-hmm.
lions.
Beautiful lions. Well done. So pride is the lions. All right. So we have an army of ants and a pride of lions. Good. Well done to all of you. All right. So you're actually amazing students in not just voice, but also in your intellect. Good job. All right. So we're going to continue with the next set of questions. I'm going to give you less time because I see persons were raising their hands quite fast. So I'm going to give you less time to actually answer the questions. So we're going to go, so we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm giving you 5 minutes for the 7 questions. So 5 minutes for the 7 questions. It is 25 past 10, which means that we should be finished at what time should we be finished, Shawana, since it's 25 minutes past 10? And I'm giving you 5 minutes to answer the questions. What time would we finish? Shawana?
At 10:30.
Beautiful. Well done, my darling. 10:30. All right, so get going. Remember, you don't need to write the questions if you're familiar with the question, but if it's the first you're seeing the questions, because some of these questions I know for sure that your teachers would have been through them before. So it's just a refresher reminder of before you go into the exam on the what 2 weeks times from here, 22nd. I'm not sure. What time? When is the exam, Shawana? I'm I don't quite remember the exact date.
February 22nd.
Good. So the 22nd, right? So it's just a refresher for most of you because you would have seen some of these questions already. All right. And some of these questions they do repeat. They are from past paper questions. Some of them are past paper questions. So they do repeat. All right. Okay, so the persons who are recording, I would love for you to stop recording. Um, Tira, I accidentally give you a host permission. So could you just give me back the permission as host? Because I was supposed to just make you co-host so you can answer the question, but I accidentally make you host. Hopefully you know how to do that. Hmm. Oh, that's all right. I got it back, Tira. All right, so 1 minute to go. And we're ready. So the first person who is going to answer for me is going to be Brianna. You're going to answer the first question. All right, so I've gotten the seven questions, and I've gotten 7 persons now to answer the 7 questions. All right, so Brianna, go ahead and answer. Read the first question, number 5, I mean. Read the instruction first, Brianna, and then answer the question.
Choose a word which describes or says something about the 4 words.
Mm-hmm.
My answer is polygon.
So read out the 4 words that we have first, and then you tell me your answer.
Rectangle,
Mm-hmm.
square,
Mm-hmm.
angle, and polygon.
Okay, beautiful. And your answer is?
Polygon.
Well done, Brianna. All right, so Brianna is one of my amazing students, and she definitely will be doing well on that exam. Definitely. I know that for sure, Brianna. Just like all of you here, I know you'll be doing well on that exam come the 22nd. All right. So I'm gonna go with Cecilia for number 6. Thank you, Brianna. Cecilia, number 6. So I'm gonna go with Ashama. Ashama, number 6.
Artist, profession, teacher, law, and lawyer. The answer is profession.
Beautiful. So the answer, oh, let me just circle the answer here. So the answer for this one is, oops, my own pen. Good. So this one is polygon. That one is profession. Good. All right. Well done, Ashama. And I'm going to go with Xperia. Go ahead and give me number 7 answer.
You have German Shepherd, Pit Bull, Dog, and Rottweiler. And the
Mhm.
answer is dog because all of the others are dogs.
Thank you. Thank you so much, darling. All right. Strong voice you have there. Good. And I'm going with so that's Xperia just spoke to me just now, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna go with who I have next. Math. Go ahead, Math. Number 8, Math.
Game game show, deal or
Mm-hmm.
no deal, Jor
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy, Jeopardy, Family Feud,
Mm-hmm.
game show.
Game show. Beautiful. All right. So all of these are types of game show. Well done, Math. What's your correct name, Math?
Camelia Thomas.
Spell your first name.
Kemilia.
Mielia. Camellia. All right. So I just rename it Camellia. Okay. All right, Camellia. So the next person, let me see who else. Tira. Go ahead, Tira. Number 9.
Which word does not rhyme with the others?
Mm-hmm.
Taught, brought, taught, brought, taught, caught. I
Mm-hmm.
think the answer will be B, brought.
Brought. All right. I agree with brought. All right, good. And well done, Tira. And I'm gonna go with Aisha K. Aisha K. Aisha K, number 10 and number 11. So since you're the last person that I had for that part, number 10 and number 11. Okay. So I'm gonna go with Jessica for number 10 and number 11, Jessica. Number 10 and number 11, Jessica. I'm not hearing you, Jessica.
Blue, tree, and truth seek. I think the answer will be tree.
Would be? All right, so let's look at them.
B.
Blue, crew, untrue, so, or sue. So blue, crew, untrue, sue. Sue. Blue, crew, untrue, sue.
B, miss.
B, crew.
Yes, miss.
So listen to them rhyming again. Blue, crew, untrue, blue, crew, untrue, sue. Blue.
So, miss.
Go again.
And truth.
Untrue.
Yes, miss.
Well, I got blue. My
Blue.
rhyming might be a little bit off, so let me take another response just in case my rhyming is a bit off. But for me, I got blue, crew, untrue, true, crew, sue, blue. I got blue for the answer. All right. Please
Yes.
comment in the chat. So I don't know if there's a mommy or anyone here. All right. So I stand corrected if B A is not the correct answer. Don't feel free to correct me if I am saying the incorrect thing. All right. I have no issue with someone correcting me. All right. So I have for this one blue, but in case my rhyming is incorrect, please correct me. It's B. All right. So Cecilia says it's B. Okay. Crew. It's D. So I'm getting D, B. All right. So tell you what I'm going to do with this one. Since it's D, Sue, blue, crew, true, Sue, so, it's so. so true. Okay, so I'll say I'll put the correction for this one. I'm really leaning to the so now when I listen to it. I'll put the correction for this one. So. So. All right. So majority of the persons are saying so. So I'm gonna go with so for this one, right? But if I get, I will definitely double check this one. And then if it's anything different, I will comment under the video on YouTube and let you know if it's anything different. All right. And thank you for that correction. So number 11 and number 11, who was answering my question? Jessica. All right, Jessica, go ahead. Number 11.
Miss, you're breaking up.
Okay, go ahead with number 11, Jessica. All right, it's not hearing Jessica on that one. So I'm going to take someone else with number
Miss?
11. Yes, Jessica, are you ready?
Yes, Miss.
Go ahead, darling.
I will pick B, Miss RD.
BRD. All right, so,
Yes.
read the words for me. So just call the words for me and then hear the rhyming. So listen to the rhyming. All right, so call the words. The first one is
Explain.
explain. The second one,
Com
campaign.
campaign.
The third one,
When. When.
when. Mm-hmm.
f- um
Foreign.
forget. Forget.
Foreign. So which one would
Foreign.
it be? Explain, campaign, when, foreign. Which one would it be? Explain,
B, Miss
campaign. Which one would it be?
BRD, because B and D are, they have the same end part.
They have the same, well, not the same, but similar. But don't listen, don't think about how the spelling is. Listen to how it sounds. I listen to the first two. Explain, plain, campaign. Do they sound similar? Do they sound similar?
Um, yes, Miss.
Explain, campaign. Yes, they do sound similar. So the plain, the campaign, Wayne. But when you listen to foreign now, foreign is definitely the one that is out. All right, so it is foreign. Okay, darling?
Yes. Yes, Miss.
And good try. And thank you for being so resilient. All right, so you stuck it out. All right, thank you so much, Jessica. Well done, my darling. All right, so we're gonna go with we're gonna clear our screen. And moving forward, I'll be taking one person will be answering two questions. Okay, so we can work on the questions a bit faster. All right, so number 12 is the last on this one. So I'm just gonna give you a minute for number 12. Okay, so I'm gonna take the answer for this one, and let me see if I see any fresh hand. Ashama. All right, so if you're going to send the answers, you need to send them directly to me if you're going to send them in chat. All right, so do not send the answers to everyone in chat. You can send them, but you need to send them directly to me. Okay. Uh, Ashama, go ahead and read
Yeah.
that question for me.
Which word does not belong with the others? Biology, chemistry, theology, and zoology. The answer is zoology.
The answer is zoology. So tell me what zoology is about.
Zoology is when you're an expert in animals.
Zoology is when you're an expert in animal. Tell me what theology is about. What is theology about? Okay.
Theology is about Bible.
Theology is about Bible. Tell me what chemistry and biology is about. Tell me what chemistry and biology is about. Which what do they have to deal with when you talk about at primary school? You do not have biology and chemistry, but you have science, right? Sorry about that. So you have science in primary school. So biology and chemistry is science subjects, right? And zoology, as you told me, has to do with the study of animals, right? The one that would stand out now, that would have fit in, that does not belong, would have been about Bible. So you know the you know what they are about. It's just for you to select the correct one. All right. So you were able to define zoology and theology, which is those are the two words that students normally get stuck on. They're not sure what zoology is, and they're not sure what theology is. All right. So the answer for this one is actually C. So which one does not belong with the others? So since the other three has to do with science, then the one that has to do with Bible or religion, right? Which is theology, then that would be the odd one. Is that clear, Ashama?
Yes, miss.
Okay. All right, so someone sent in the group, biology is a scientific study of life. It is a natural science with a broad scope, but has several unifying themes that tie together as a single current field. All right. Okay, Shawana. All right, so Shawana sent us that explanation for what biology is. And all right. So the correct answer for that is theology. Now I'm going to just share the next set of questions. Just give me about 10 seconds, 15 seconds to do so. Okay, so we're ready to go. And these questions are from one mock exam used at a particular school. And I got a copy of this mock exam. Some of the questions I've seen them before on past papers. So I do believe that you might see maybe one or two of these questions on the upcoming exam possibility, and trust that it will be helpful for you. All right, so which word does not belong? We have done number 12. You have your number 13, 16. So you have 13, 14, 15, and 16, four questions, and I'm giving you 2 minutes. It is now 49 minutes past 10, which means that 10:51, I'll be taking the answers for question 13, 14, 15, and 16. If you would like to participate, I will not call you unless you raise your hand. So if you'd like to participate, just raise your hand and then I will definitely call you. Now I know my students know that when they're in my lesson, that they're not supposed to be naughtying around. So Galaxy, this is just your first warning. And the next time you draw on my screen, I will be removing you from the class permanently. So it's one warning you get, and then you're permanently removed. Okay, so I'm going to take the answers. 51 minutes pass. I have two persons raising their hands, so those two persons are going to be the one. So I have, okay, so I've selected, it is 4 questions. And I've selected 2 persons, so I'm going to use those 2 persons. Cecilia, Cecilia, I'm going to pass the question on to someone else. I'm going to go to David since I don't think I've heard from David as yet. Okay, so David, go ahead and answer question 13 and 14 for me.
Miss 12 is C.
No, we got the answer for 12 already. So you're doing 13 and 14. So read the options, read the words for me first, and then tell me the correct answer. So which word does not belong with the others? What's the first word there, David? Number 13?
A.
Okay, so that's unimportant. Would you like me to give you a little more time, David?
Yes, miss.
All right, so how about I come back to you for another set of questions, okay? And I'm gonna ask Camelia. Camelia, go ahead and give me the answer for question 13 and 14. Read the words for me first.
Unimportant,
Mm-hmm.
trivia,
Mm,
trivia,
trivial. Mm-hmm.
insig, insig, insig,
Significant. Take your time.
insig, and familiar.
Insignificant. So if you can't say that once, just use your syllables. Okay? All right. So which one is your answer, darling?
I'll say familiar. Familiar.
Familiar. Yeah, beautiful. All right. So you'd know unimportant and you'd know insignificant to say, okay, yes, of not it doesn't have much value. Trivial is the same thing, of little value. So the one that would fit in is familiar. All right. And go with number 14. Read the words for me for number 14.
Heading, body, letter, and closing.
Mm-hmm.
The word that will not fit belong is letter.
Well done. And why did you select letter? What the other three have in common?
They're the parts of a letter.
Parts of a letter. So we have the heading, then we have the body, and then we have the closing. Beautiful. You're a smart little girl. All right. And let's go with number 15 and 16. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Camila. Number 15 and 16. M. Harris. M. Harris. Okay, so I'm gonna call in someone else. Dafu. If I pronounce the name incorrectly, just correct me, darling. Martin. Dafua.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Go ahead with number 15. Read the instruction first, then answer number 15 and 16.
For item 15 and 16, select the word that is necessary component of the word in bold type.
Component. Pronounce that word for me again.
Component of the word in bold type.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Component,
Okay.
school, student, report card, test, learning.
Mm-hmm.
I will go with the learning.
The learning. So you say that when you look at the word, the school, so select the word that is necessary component. So when it comes on to the you're looking for the one that is more significant. School cannot exist without that. So think about it again, take one more shot at it. So it's not learning, right? To school. That's why teachers are there to teach so that you learn. But there's something more significant than learning. Before learning can take place, this must be in place. So look at A, B, and C. Which one? Think about it. Dafua? All right, so let me check my chat to see if anyone sent the answer in for that. So you can send the answer to me directly in the chat. So you must send it to me directly. And then if the person who is answering does not get that one, then so you do not send it. So you send it directly to me. All right, so I'm seeing Renissa, Devon, Aisha K, and Shawana. All four of you, five of you. Answer is A, which is indeed correct, student. So before we can think about any other thing, it's the students. All right, let's go with number 16. Ready to go with number 16 for me? Where's my nice little student that was here? Think I lost her. Okay. Okay, let me, Erica. Erica, go with number 16 for me. Erica?
Oh, you have house, balcony, kitchen,
Erica,
roof,
could you read the
and
options
stairway.
first? Mm-hmm.
House, balcony, kitchen, roof, and stairway.
Mm-hmm.
Stair, you have a roof. Because if you have a house and you don't have a roof on it, when rain fall, and you're gonna flood out. Yes.
Beautiful. Well done, my darling. Well done. Nice. All right, thank you, Erica. So it's the answer for that one is definitely roof. So we're gonna go with our next set of questions. Okay, so it is 1 minute past 11, and I'm giving you 2 minutes for 1, 2, 3 questions. No. Okay, yeah, 2 minutes for the 3 questions. How about 3 minutes? 3 minutes for the 3 questions. And then I'll take the answers. If you'd like to answer, just go ahead and raise your hand. Okay, so I'm going to say the first answer from.
Miss, I'm not finished yet. Hold on.
Okay,
Question.
okay, Camelia. All right, so I won't take the first answer from you, Camelia. I will take the first answer from who? Cecilia.
Miss.
Go ahead and read number 17 for me, Cecilia.
Examine the words carefully, then place them in logical
Logical. Logical.
sequence, Miss.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ancient
Mm-hmm.
for
Futuristic.
futuristic,
Futuristic.
present,
Mm-hmm.
old.
Mm-hmm.
Examine. D, Miss.
D.
Yes,
Okay, so
Miss.
you're saying ancient, old, futuristic, and then present. Do you listen to the word futuristic? What do you think the word futuristic means?
Future, Miss.
Future, which means that have it happened as yet? Mm?
Repeat, Miss. Didn't hear that, Miss.
Have it happened as yet?
No, Miss.
All right. So that means it haven't happened as yet. And present. Present is what's is it that it have happened already, happening now, or will happen?
Happening now, Miss.
Happening now. All right. So if we look at it now, ancient, futuristic, present, old. Think about futuristic and present. Think about the first two for D, ancient, then old. That first part is correct. But look at the last part, futuristic and present.
Miss A, Miss.
A. All right, so something would be so you have ancient, old, present, and futuristic. Definitely A. All right.
Yes, Miss.
All right. So here they talk about ancient, um, Asian sculpture or Asian something Asian happened many years ago. And then you would use old to describe maybe someone who is maybe in their 80s, 70s going up there, or maybe something 100 years ago or so. And then present is happening right now and futuristic, not yet. All right. So futuristic,
Yes, yes.
not yet. Now I want to so well done, my darling. Um, who told me to hold on earlier? Was it who told me to wait? Was it Camelia? Camelia? Or Xperia?
Yes, Miss.
Oh, Camelia, you there. Okay, Camelia, are you ready with number two? Can you go with number two? Are you finished with number two?
Number number
Not number two, sorry, not number two. Number
is number
18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
What is the meaning of it? 7823670.
So it's number 18 starts from here. So read it start from up here. Start from there. So read from there for me.
Miss Writer, the digits in bold are from a special code each beside each code is that meaning in English.
Is its
Seven
meaning.
in its meaning in
Mm-hmm.
English.
Mm-hmm.
7683 means to read.
Mm-hmm.
9823 means made, and
Mm-hmm.
7106 rose.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of don't understand it.
All right. So let's work through it. All right.
Miss,
So mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Miss, can I work this out, Miss?
Of course. Let me see who is that. Who's so asked us now?
Miss Xperia.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Xperia.
Miss, Miss seven is Miss the letter for seven, Miss, is R. The letter for
7.
6.
All right. So hold on. So let's write down the numbers first, and then we can put them in. So we have 0. Let me put my pen. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. See if I do a better job writing. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, go for me, Xperia.
So the letter for 7 is R.
The letter for 7s are good.
The letter for 6 is E.
The letter for 6 is E.
The letter for 8 is A.
Good.
And the letter for 3 is D.
For 3, remember to put that tongue between that teeth. Those teeth. For 3 is a D.
So you're going to look at the code and you'll see the number. The first 4 number is 7823. So you're going to circle those 3 numbers.
7. So look at the code that they gave us. 7. So let me write down the code that they gave us. 7823670. And which 3 numbers am I going to circle? Xperia.
You're going to circle 7, 8, 6, and 3.
8, 6. All right, you're doing a good job, Bart. Go on.
Miss, so the number for the letter for Miss, I noticed that you have 670 left back. So you're going to look for the letter for 6.
No, we have 6 already. We have 270 left. 2. So let me write this properly, because I guess You might not be seeing it correctly. So that's a 2. Yes. Mm-hmm. Go on, Xperia, you're doing well.
Miss, so you're going to Miss round off the 2. Miss.
Mm-hmm.
So Miss, I can tell you my answer first, and then I tell you how I get it. Miss,
All
my
right.
answer, Miss, will be B, Miss.
Your answer is B. All right. Tell me how you got B.
Miss, because Miss, when I look at the number,
Mm-hmm.
the letter first, Miss, for 7, Miss,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have, Miss, you have R. You see, Miss?
Good. Mm-hmm.
Miss, the number for 6, no. Miss, the number for 0,
Mm-hmm.
Miss, will be S.
Will be S. Mm-hmm.
And the no, then the letter for 2 will
Mm-hmm.
be I.
Mm-hmm.
Miss, I kinda change my answer, Miss.
That's all
Miss,
right. You have the right to change your answer if it's even 1 minute before
Miss,
the
can I
exam
answer?
finish.
C, Miss. Miss, the
Mm-hmm.
answer is going to be C, Miss. See,
Okay, so your
Miss?
answer is C. Mm-hmm.
Because, Miss, the letter, Miss, for 0, Miss, is going to
Jessica,
be,
hold on, Jessica. It's your first warning, Jessica. And then Miss Hunter just put you outside of the class. Yes, Jessica? Thank you. Go on for me, Xperia.
the letter, Miss, for 0, Miss, is going to be S.
Mm-hmm.
Miss, the letter for 7 is going to be R. And the
Mm-hmm.
letter for 2 is going to
Mm-hmm.
be I.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to Miss. Yeah, Miss, you notice that for Miss, the number, Miss, you have read, Miss, because, yes, Miss, because, Miss, the first 3 number, Miss, have read. Miss, so you're going to add I, E, I, I, yeah, no.
Miss, may I answer?
No. Hold
Miss,
on. Hold on. Xperia is doing a good job. All right, Xperia. Just tell me so let me put in what you have given me so far, Xperia. They have given me what it is for 8, which is A. You have given me what it is for 3, which is D. Because you have done all the heavy lifting, Xperia. And you have given me, let me see. Okay. So if you look at those Xperia, what word have you created so there? Is it reader or raiders?
it's Raiders.
Raiders. So are you going to change your answer from C now?
Miss,
So your answer is going to be?
Miss,
Yes?
Miss D.
D, beautiful. All right. You want to add anything, Xperia?
Miss, my name is Jamel Thomas. Miss, my school is in Wakefield Primary, and the parish is St. Catherine.
Okay. All right. Nice to meet you, Jamel Thomas. And yes, so thank you for being as resilient you are. All right. So that's a good effort from. Go again with your name. I think your last name is Thomas. Remind me of your first name, Xperia.
Jamel Thomas.
Jamel, let me just change it so that when I'm calling you, I just call you by your correct name. All right, so Jamel, spell your first name, Jamel.
J
Jammel.
Jammel.
Okay, Jamel. Good. All right, Jamel, well done on that one. All right, so let me just go back over what Jamel did here. So Jamel went through and he realized that, okay, 7 here, the 7 here is for R, the 6 connects with the letter E, the 8 connects with the letter A, and the 3 connects with the letter D. When you go down to this code, you check in to see if there's any consistency. Let me not, to see if it's the same, if you have any pattern there. All right. So when you go down to the second one, you have 9, which is for M. So we'd realize that 9 is for M. So that's M. And then we realize we have 8 again, and 8 connects with the letter A. So 8 connects with the letter A. So okay, in the first code, 8 connects with the letter A. In the second code, 8 connects with the letter A. So we know that we are on track. And then we have the letter 2, the number 2, which connects with the letter I, and the number 3, which connects with the letter D. And above, in the first code here, the one in the blue, the letter 3 connects with the letter, the number 3 connects with the letter D as well. So we know where Amel did was to fill those in. And I like the fact that Jamel, he was trying to reason it out to see if, okay, since I've gotten some of the letters, or it might just be readers. So he was trying to analyze as he go along to see if it might be readers. And then he think, okay, it's reader. And then he realized that in the end, it's actually readers. So you fill in, you match the numbers with the letters, and that will give you the code to use. All right. I hope my explanation was as simple as possible. Forgive me if it was not as simple. All right, raise your hand and let me know if you understand this question 18. If you understand the explanation and how you got your answer, just raise your hand if you understand. If not, I'll try and explain for you one more time. So I see a few hands raised. So if you understand, just raise your hand. Just raise your hand if you understand that, or if not, raise your hand. No? All right, so I'm gonna go over it again. So I'm gonna clear, and then I'm just gonna go over. So I'm gonna write it here. So the digits in bold are from a special code. Beside each code is its meaning in English. So we have the first code, 7, 6, 8, 3. And that means, so let me write the code out here. 7, 6, 8, 3, and that means read. R-E-A-D. The second code we have is 9, 8, 2, 3, and that means made. And the third code we have is 7106, and that means rose. Now, let's look at what's happening with each number and the corresponding letter. 7 corresponds with R in our first code. Do we see any other 7 in any other code? Yes. In the third code, we see another 7, and it does correspond with the letter R. So when I'm going to be finding the meaning of my new code that they have given me down here, which is 7, 8, 2, 3, 6, 7, 0, I know that 7 corresponds with the letter R. So that's my first one. Now I'm going to look for 8. And 8, when we look for 8, so we finish with our 7. When we look for 8, there is our first 8 that we spot. And that's the only 8 that we spot. And 8 is the third digit in the first code. So it must correspond with the third letter in the first code, which is the letter A. So we put our letter here, which is A. Good. Now we go on to our next number, which is the number 2. And the number 2, we're going to look in the codes that they gave us above. So looking in those codes, we see the number here 2. It's the third digit in the second code. So it must correspond with the third letter in the second code, and that's the letter I. So we're going to go ahead and put in our letter I there. Good. Now we're going to go on to the next number, which is the number 3. The number 3 is in the first code and it connects with the letter D. It is also in our second code and it also connects with the letter D. So we know that the number 3, the letter is going to be D. Now we go down to the next letter. And the next number, and the next number is 6. And we search in the codes that we have here for the number 6. Oops, there it is. The number 6 is in our third code and it connects with the letter E. So there we put in the letter E. And we do the same thing for 7. But we already figured out 7, that 7 is the letter that corresponds with 7 is R, because here we have our 7 right here. So here we just put in our R. And then the last one, 0. And we look in our code above, we see the number 0 and it corresponds, is a third digit in our third code and it corresponds with the letter S. And we write on our letter S there. And this code spells the word Raiders. And that's how we get our answer. Now I'm going to do a test again. Can you raise your hand if my explanation was clearer this time? Do you understand what we just did? So raise your hand for me. Just give me a raise hand. Raise hand. So it gives me an idea if you understand that bit. Raise your hand for this one. All right, I see a few more hands raised. All right, good. So we're going to continue. So we're going to continue and we're going to go with number 19 question. And I'm going to say the answer for number 19 from Tira. Tira, go with the answer for number 19. Read the question, Tira.
One word is the answer for each pair of clue. What is the word? To leap a season. I think the answer, Miss, is leap year.
So do we see any year there? Do we see the word year? I thought of leap year too. When I see leap and I see season, I'm like, okay, it's leap year. But do we see the word year there in our options?
No, Miss. I think the word is C, spring.
Definitely. Okay. So when we think about leaping, you know, the leaves leaping, and you think about leaping and then you think about a season that would leap. When you make a connection with the word leap and spring, if you think about that spring in a pen or something, some other spring, then it would connect with the word leap, and then the season that would connect would have been spring. So that the word spring would connect with the word leap and also connect with the word season. So definitely spring. Thank you, darling. My next person, Shawana. Shawana, read number 20 for me.
It can be green, black, or sweet. It sounds like a letter of the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
T.
Beautiful. Well done, my darling. T. All right. So P might have crossed your mind, but it would be P, right? Um, because we don't see P as being well, depend on your taste. All right. So we would say P, but it's definitely T is the answer for that one. All right. So we're gonna go. I give you 3 minutes break. It is now 30 minutes past 11. I'm gonna give you a 3 minute break, and then we start again in 3 minutes time. You don't need to log off. You just need to maybe stretch, drink a little water, and something. 3 minutes, literally 3 minutes, and then we'll start again after 3 minutes. So we'll start at 11:34. Okay, so we are ready to go with our next 26 minutes, their final bit of time. So we're trying to finish this. It's 40 questions that is on this mock exam, and we're trying to get through the 40 questions. All right. So as stated before, if you'd like to answer a question, just raise your hand. I have here Jamel, Shawana, Camelia, and Tira. I have you as co-host. I haven't removed you because your hands remained up just the same. All right, so these are the persons who have been answering most of the questions. Malik, I just added you, Malik. All right, so I'll let you say if your hands still remain up, I'll just let you stay as co-host, and then I'll call on anyone who is still a co-host to answer that question. Good. So if you want to answer a question, just raise your hand. Beautiful. Let's get started. 35 minutes pass, and we have one, two, three, four questions you're seeing on screen. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to think about the answers, and then I'll be taking the answers from the persons who raised their hand. This session is being streamed live on YouTube. I will go ahead and drop the link in the chat. So you want to go over to YouTube when you're finished and view the session. If you'd like to share it with the classmates who weren't here, you can also share so they will be able to see some of the questions that we did together today. So there goes the link. I've just sent the link in the chat. So if you click on that link, then it bring you to our YouTube channel, Mathematics Resource Center. Oh, please ensure that you subscribe, like, and share. Okay. So it bring you to our YouTube channel, and you'll see other videos there as well on Pepability. Most of those we did from last year when I was preparing the students for last year Pepability tests. And then definitely you'll see the recording of this one as well. All right. So question 21, 22, 23, 24. I give you another minute and then I'll take the answers. Okay, so I'm ready to take the answers. And I'm gonna start with Rajay. Rajay. I'm gonna start with Rajay, and then I'll take Malik, and then I'll take Brianna. All
Miss
right, so Rajay.
Miss D.
Okay, so Rajay, the first thing that I want you to do is to read the diagram and then explain to me what you understand from the diagram. Tell me what the diagram represents and tell me what you understand from the diagram. That's the first thing I want you to do. Yes, Roger? All right, so I'm not hearing from Roger, so I'm going to go with Brianna. Brianna,
Yes, miss.
go ahead and tell me what you understand from the diagram.
Can you please repeat that, miss?
Go ahead and tell me what you understand from the diagram. So what is that we're looking at? Mark plus Mark Jones plus Anika Webley. What is it we're looking at?
We're looking at a family tree.
Lovely. And now, can you tell me what you understand from the family tree? Family tree.
Mark Jones and Anika Webley had 3 children.
Mm-hmm. What are their names?
Ian, Jenny, and Alan.
Beautiful. And then what happened with Ian, Jenny, and Alan after?
Ian had 3 kids with Sonia. Jenny had 2 kids with George, and Alan had 2 kids with Joyce.
Beautiful. Now read number 21 question for me, Brianna.
What is the Christian name of Troy's grandfather?
What is a Christian name of Troy's grandfather? Can you tell me what the word Christian mean, Brianna?
Is the first name?
Definitely the first name. Okay. So what is the Christian name of Troy's grandfather? What is your answer, Brianna?
Mark.
Beautiful. Well done, Brianna. All right. There you go. Hearing from Brianna again. Well done, Brianna. And we go with Malik. Malik, read number 22. Malik, you're going to do number 22, 23, and 24.
How many nephews does Alan have?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Allen has 4 nephews.
Tell me the name of the 4 nephews.
Miss, I'm changing my answer, miss.
That's all right. Go ahead. What's your new answer?
Miss B.
B. So how many nephews does he have?
Miss 3.
Good. Tell me the name of the 3 nephews.
Troy, Mike, and Dwayne.
Troy, Mike, and Dwayne. Well done. Go ahead with number 23 now.
What relationship is Pansy to Paul?
Mm-hmm. What relationship is Pansy to Paul?
Miss Pansy is Paul, Miss sister.
Pansy.
No, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Miss
Okay.
Pansy is Paul, Miss cousin.
It's Paul cousin. Well done. All right. You're almost there. Do you think you can hit a home run? Read number 24 for me.
What is Mike's mother maiden name?
Mm-hmm. What does maiden name mean?
Mr. middle name?
Not maiden name now. Think about it again. So some persons, okay, so persons who are married,
Miss
right?
married?
No, so it's not the married name, but the name before marriage, right? So what is her name? If it's a case where, who is it? Mike's mother. If it's a case where Sonia was married to Ian,
Yeah,
her
try.
married name would have been Jones, right? But what is her name before marriage?
Miss Sonia?
Did I help it?
No, her last name. Her last name,
Miss Hall? Miss
Hall.
Hall?
All right. So maiden name is actually that last name that you would have before marriage. The person would have before marriage, right? So normally females in most of our society, females take on the last name of males, and sometimes they drop their previous last name and just take on the last name of their husband. So that maiden name is the name before marriage. All right. Well done. Who is that again? Malik. Well done, Malik. Okay, so we're gonna go with the other questions that we have as quick as possible. Item 25 to 28. 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. And if you'd like to answer a question, haven't answered a question before, would like to answer. So I see Kyle. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to answer Kyle, make co-host, and Akelia. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to answer Akelia. All right. So those are the person given the opportunity to answer. All right. So 25, 26, 27, 28. Kyle, you're going to do 25. Akeli, you're going to do 26. Camille, Camelia, Camelia, you're going to do 27. And Shawana, you're going to do 28. Kyle, as soon as you're ready, you can start.
Miss, my answer is B.
Read the question for me first. Read the instruction at the top and then read the question for me. And then you tell me your answer.
For items 25 to 28, select the most appropriate word to complete each sentence. The
Mm-hmm.
policeman tried to dash the weapon from the insane man.
Mm-hmm.
The answer would be C's.
C's, okay? But how is
With the
it's
C.
definitely C's, but how do we spell that C's?
Cease.
Cease? Are
Yes,
you sure
miss.
about that?
Yes, miss.
So the policeman
Miss.
tried to dash the weapon from the insane man. All right. So CEASE means come or bring to an end. And let's look at the first one, which is SEIZE. The meaning of SEIZE, take hold of suddenly or forcibly. So look at those two now and which you think would be the answer. So SEIZE means take hold of suddenly and forcibly, while CEASE means bring to an end.
Miss, the answer would be SEIZE.
Beautiful. SEIZE. Okay, so he sees it. So a policeman see a man with a gun, he's going to try and seize it, and he's going to try and do that as quick as possible, forcibly, right? And that's not, it's not a gun, a weapon, and it's an insane man. So they're going to try and do it forcibly because this insane man might not want to give it up, right? So it would be SEIZE. Thank you, my darling. So the next person is,
Miss, can I go, Miss?
go ahead.
Miss, for number 26, Miss, it is C, Miss.
We read the question first. So read the question for me first. Read the question for me first, darling. The answer is correct, right? I just want you to read the question. Akelia, can you read the question for me, Akelia?
Yes, Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, the king celebrated his 50-year dash as the
Monarch. Monarch.
march
Mm-hmm.
monarch of his country.
Mm-hmm. And the answer is
C as well.
C. All right. So it is C, rain. Good job. Well done. All right. So let's go with the next question. And who did I say was supposed to answer the next one? Uh, Akelia. So
Miss, can
Akelia
I
just,
go?
who is that? Who just asked?
Me, Miss Akilia.
Okay, go ahead, Akelia.
Mother will dash a patch into the shirt sleeve. Miss, my answer is A.
Okay, beautiful. And read the last one for me, Akelia, as well.
Janet was given a dash of golden earrings for her birthday. Miss, my answer,
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. B.
Siobhan,
Miss, my answer is
do not let Miss Santa have to take you out of the lesson, Siobhan. Thank you. Yes, go ahead with your answer, darling.
Miss, my answer is B.
Your answer is B,
Yes,
and B
Miss.
is indeed correct. Here. So with these questions, it's important for you to know what each, so they all C's pronounce the same words, so, the same way, but they are spelled different and have different meaning. So it's important for you to know what each mean. So, SEW, SOW, SLO. Need to know what each of those mean in order for you to be able to answer these questions. All right. So one of the things that I want you to take away from this session is when you leave here, and these questions that you do not know the answer, you do not know how to answer these questions, what I want you to do is to go and do some, write down the words that you don't know the meaning of, and find the meaning of those words, and that will definitely, well, I can almost guarantee you that it will boost your performance for the exam. So when you go into the exam and you see these words, you're able to, you know the definition, and you're able to answer the questions better. Okay? Now we're going to go with this bit. I'm going to try and finish this part and then let you go. So it's 11:54 and I want you to go at 12. All right. So don't want to keep you beyond 12. So this here says bats and birds. Bats, no. So bats and birds. Both bats and birds can fly. You might see them on a rooftop. In other ways, bats and birds are very different. Birds have feathers, bats have fur. Birds have beaks. Sorry. Birds have beaks, bats have teeth. Bats hang upside down when they rest. Birds never do that. Bats and birds are very easy to tell apart when they are not flying. All right. So the first question. So we just heard a bit about bats and birds. So if I scroll up a bit, yeah, so you're able to see question 29 and 30. Now, question 29 and 30, let me see if I see any new hand. Anyone that would like to answer that?
Miss, yes, miss, I would like to answer.
Oh, so I have Camellia, and I'm going to go with, let me see if I see any new hands. Uh, all right, so Camellia, you're going to go with the first one, and Chevon, you're going to go with the second question. Okay? So Camellia, first question, Chevon,
Miss the
second
one,
question.
Miss, Miss the one that says how are bats and birds alike?
Yes, my darling.
Okay, Miss. A. Both have feathers. B. Both have teeth. C. Both can fly. And D. Both hang upside down. The correct answer will be C. Both can fly.
Correct answer would be C, both can fly. Do you do school challenge quiz for your school? Are you part of the quiz team?
Miss?
Are you part of the quiz team at school,
No, miss.
Camellia? Oh, you sound
No, miss.
so
But I
bold.
mean, miss, but I mean spelling.
Ah, I
Miss, I
know.
mean
You sound
spelling.
bold as if you're on some one of those platforms. All right, well done, my darling. Siobhan, go ahead and
Yes,
do
miss,
the.
I came first with the spelling.
Ah, well done. Well done, my darling. All right, Siobhan, go ahead and read question 30 for me and give me your answer.
Which statement is true about bats and birds?
Mm-hmm.
C, Miss.
See,
Bats
so
and,
read the statements for me first.
bats and birds have nothing in common.
Mm-hmm.
Bats, bats and birds cannot be found on rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
Bats and birds are easy to tell apart. Bats
Mm-hmm.
and birds have fur.
Mm-hmm. And the answer for that?
C. Bats and birds are easy to tell apart.
They are definitely easy to tell apart because they only have one thing in common and so many things that are different. Thank you, Siobhan. Let me check your spelling. Siobhan for that. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see if we do one more question. All right, we're gonna leave it here for so we're gonna stop here. What I want you to do is I have a I have some Google quiz that you can have. I will give you access to our to our platform. So if you leave if you leave your contact number, so you're gonna message it to me directly. If you leave your contact number, then I would contact you, get the additional information regarding your email, and then I'll just add you to the Google Classroom. And there on the Google Classroom we have some quizzes. They are five questions, 10 questions, 15 or 20 questions quizzes that you can continuously practice leading up to the exam. So you can do them as many times as you wish and just to build build your skills for the exam. So we do have some quizzes on our Google Classroom that you will get access to free of cost, no charge, right? So if you want to be able to access that, you can leave your contact number and I will reach out to you before the end of next week, the week starting, and get your email address, and that way you'll be able to um to access the Google Classroom and do those quizzes. All right. It is now 12 o'clock, and as promised, I will let you go at 12. So it was a pleasure being here with you all, and have yourself a great weekend. Remember to practice, practice, practice. Practice makes permanence. All right, so you're all allowed to unmute and just say bye if you want to say bye.
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah,
Excuse me, miss.
bye.
Miss, are we? This is every Saturday we're going to have this class.
No, no, no. It's just one time. It's just one time. All right, just one time.
Okay, miss.
But you can
Okay,
have
miss.
access to the quizzes as often as you want. So if you leave your number, I will contact you, send you the information so you can join the Google Classroom, and then you can have access to the quizzes that you can do repeatedly to improve your score. All right, have a great evening all, or a great
Miss, excuse
afternoon.
me, miss.
Yes, there.
Bye,
Did
miss.
you remember
Thank
when
you,
I
miss.
was answering number 26?
Yes.
I accidentally left because the light went. My answer was rain.
Was REIGN. Yes, I remember. Yes. Okay. All right, dear.
No, yes. O- Okay, miss.
Yes, and rain is correct. You are correct. Well done.
Thank you.
All right. I have a
Miss,
great
look in the chat
evening
for the
all.
number, please.
Great
Name and number.
afternoon.
Miss,
Yes, yes.
are you
Bye,
Same
going to
to
check
miss.
the
you,
chat for
miss.
the children's name and number?
Go again, please.
Are you checking the chat for the student's name and number to add them to the Google Classroom?
Yes, yes, I've been checking. I have been checking. I'm seeing them. So I'm just going to save the chat.
Okay,
And then when I save the
right.
chat, then I'll be able to access so I added to the Google Classroom where they can access um the
Miss, you have
the
mine.
quizzes. All right, so I'll contact you
I'm
just
going
to
to
get
send
your.
mine, miss.
So if you haven't sent your email address, preferably do not send your school email address, right? Because that would have been tied to your school Google Classroom. So please send a Gmail address other than your school. All right. So if you sent your school email address, I will just reach out to you if you have sent a contact number and get that information from you. All right.
Miss, do you see my contact number, miss?
Um. Well, I'm seeing all that have been sent.
It's the one that has my name. That's the one that is mine.
All right, what is your name, darling?
Camelia Thomas.
Camelia. Let me just check. Camelia. Mm,
Miss, I put my number then my name.
mm, mm.
Miss,
All
I
right, hold on.
resend it.
Okay, so let me just Camelia. I'm not seeing. Oh yes, I'm seeing it, Camelia. Yes, I'm seeing it. Okay.
Miss, I'm above Tira.
Yes, I saw it. I'm seeing it now.
Okay, miss.
All right, have a great weekend.
Miss, did you see
Bye.
mine?
Bye.
Excuse me, miss. I updated my email because apparently I wrote something wrong.
Miss, I sent my contact number and my email, Miss.
Okay, all right. Thank you, darling.
And my name is Tyrese Thompson.
Okay, Tyrese.
Miss, did you see mine?
I am checking. Let me just check. So I'm just trying to. Yes, I'm seeing it.
My name is Vishal. You see mine?
Yes, I'm seeing Vishon. I'm seeing yours. Okay, so the last one that I got now is from Kyle. I have yours as well, Tyrese.
Miss, have you
Okay,
seen
Miss.
Chevron's own? Chevron?
Siobhan, is it Siobhan Pinnock?
Yes, miss.
Yes, I'm seeing Siobhan. Yes.
Good. Okay.
And Camelia, I just saw yours as well with your email address. Okay. If that's
Bye,
everyone, then
Miss.
I'm going to go ahead and end the session. All right. That seems to be everyone. All right. Have a great weekend.